Ciao, I'm Chiara from Filo e Segno and welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how to crochet this beautiful and colorful summer bag with puff stitch. For this project I use Treccia from Mondial in these beautiful colors and a 5.5mm hook and a wooden button. First we start to create the bottom of our bag. So first we do a magic ring, then we do 8 single crochet inside the circle. Now pull the tail to close the center, then join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. And now we are going to do some rounds of increases. So chain 1, then we do 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around. So 2 single crochet in each stitch. I suggest to place a marker into the first single crochet and continue to do 2 single crochets in each stitch until the end of this round. Okay, now we have 16 stitches all around. Remove the marker and join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Now chain 1, then we do 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and now we do 2 single crochets in the next one. So we do the first increase. Now we do 1 single crochet into the next, then we do 1 increase into the next one. And continue to repeat this sequence until the end of this round. Join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have 24 stitches. Now we start with increase, so chain 1, then we do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Then we do 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and repeat this sequence. So first 2 single crochet in the next stitch, then we do 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and continue to repeat this until the end of this round. Join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have 32 stitches all around. Now chain 1, then we do 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Remember to place the marker into the first single crochet. Now we do 2 single crochets into the next one. And repeat this sequence, 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches and 1 increase into the next one, and continue to do this until the end of this round. Join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have 40 stitches all around. Okay, now chain 1, then we do 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Place the mark into the first, then we do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So now repeat this sequence until the end of this row. and of course join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have 48 stitches all around. Okay, now we are going to do another 2 rounds more of increases. So in the next round we will start to work 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches, then we do 1 increase in the next one, and in the following round we will start with the increase, then we will do 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. At the end of these last 2 rounds of increase, we will have a total of 64 stitches all around. Okay, now we have 64 stitches all around, and now chain 1, then we do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and the bottom of my bag is done. And now we are ready to start the puff motif for the upper part of the bag. So first chain 2, then we do the first puff stitch. To create a puff stitch, yarn over and insert the hook into the stitch. Yarn over again and pull up a loop through. There will be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over again and pull up a long loop 2 more times. You should now have 9 loops on your hook. Yarn over. And pull through all 9 loops on your hook. Chain 2, then we do another puff stitch into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull through all 9 loops, then chain 1. Okay, now we skip the next 3 stitches, then we do another puff stitch into the 4th. Chain 2. And do another puff stitch into the same stitch. Chain 1. Now we skip the next 3 stitches. Then we do 1 puff stitch. Chain 2. And do another puff stitch into the same stitch. And continue to repeat this until the end of this round. And now join with a slip stitch into the first puff stitch. Okay, now we move directly into the chain 2 space using a slip stitch. So we work into each of these chain 2 space. Now chain 2, then we do the first puff stitch. The puff stitch as we did before. Chain 2, then we do another one in the same chain 2 space of the previous row. Chain 1. Now we move directly into the second chain 2 space where we do another set of puff stitch. Remember, chain 2, then we do another puff stitch. Now chain 1. And continue to do this until the end of this round. And of course join with a slip stitch into the first puff stitch. Okay, now let's repeat together one more time this last round. So first we move into the first chain 2 space using a slip stitch, chain 2, then we do the first puff stitch. Now chain 2, then we do another one. Chain 1, then we jump into the next chain 2 space of the previous row between the puff in this space here. And we do another puff stitch. Chain 2, now we do another puff stitch into the same space. Chain 1, then we move into the next chain 2 space. Okay, all we have to do now is to repeat this sequence until we will have a total of 12 puff stitch in line. Remember to join with a slip stitch into the first puff stitch and to move using a slip stitch into the first chain 2 space. Okay, now I have 12 rounds of puff stitch motif, so now we are going to create a nice finish and of course the handles of the bag. So first we move into the chain 2 space using a slip stitch, where we do 2 half double crochets. So chain 2, and this counts as your first half double crochet. Then we do 1 half double crochet in the same space. Now we move into the next space where we do 1 half double crochet. Now we move into the next chain 2 space where we do 2 half double crochets. And now we move into the next chain 1 space where we do 1 half double crochets. And continue to do this until the end of this round. Join with a slip stitch into the second chain. And now we have a total of 48 half double crochets all around. Now chain 2, this counts as your first half double crochet, then we do 1 half double crochets in each stitch down the round. and of course join with a slip stitch in the second chain. And now we are ready to create the handles of the bag. So first chain 2, this counts as your first half double crochets, then we do 1 half double crochet in the next 14 stitches. Now chain 15. And now we skip the next 9 stitches, then we do 1 half double crochet into the next one. Then we do 1 half double crochet into the next 14 stitches. Okay, now chain 15 for the second handle. We skip the next 9 stitches, then we join with a slip stitch into the second chain. Okay, now chain 2, this counts as your first half double crochet, then we do 1 half double crochet until we reach the 15 chains. And now we do 15 half double crochets into these 15 chains. And now we do 1 half double crochets until we reach the next 15 chains. And now of course we do 15 half double crochets into the 15 chain space. And join with a slip stitch into the second chain. Okay, now we're going to create a nice finish with single crochet. So chain 1, then we do 1 single crochet into the same space. Then we do 1 single crochet in each stitch down the round. I suggest to place a marker into the first single crochet. And now join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Okay, now we do the last finish. So we do 1 slip stitch in each stitch down the round to complete the bag. I suggest to place a marker into the first slip stitch and continue to do 1 slip stitch in each stitch all around. Okay, pay attention now. To join this last round, cut the yarn, then grab your tapestry needle, then insert the needle into the first slip stitch in this way, then insert the needle into the last stitch in this way. As you can see, we created the perfect ending. And now weave the tail inside the bag using the tapestry needle. Okay, now we are going to create the nice flower. So first we do a magic ring, then we do 6 single crochets into the ring. Okay, now pull the tail, then join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Okay, now chain 1, then we do 2 single crochets in each stitch down the round. 2 single crochets in each stitch. I suggest to place a marker into the first single crochet. Of course, we join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have 12 single crochet all around. Okay, now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we do 1 single crochet in the second chain from hook, then we do 1/2 double crochets into the next one. Then we do 1 double crochet into the next chain, and then we do 1 treble double crochets into the last one. And now we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 slip stitch into the next one, and this is the first petal. And now we are going to repeat as we did before. So chain 5. Now we do 1 single crochet into the second chain from hook, then we do 1/2 double crochets into the next chain, then we do 1 double crochets into the next one, then we do 1 treble double crochets into the last one. Now we skip the next, then we do one slip stitch into the next one, and continue to repeat this sequence until the end of this round. Join with a slip stitch to complete the first flower. Of course, now make another one and cut the yarn, and remember to leave a long tail because we will use it to sew the flowers on the bag. Okay, now we're going to sew the two flowers together using a tapestry needle. And now we are going to sew the flowers on the bag. And now we put the wooden button in the center of the flower using the hot glue. Okay, now let me show you the finished bag. This colorful bag is perfect for spring or summer season. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you create your Treccia bag. I will leave all the links that you need in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on bell icon to get notifications. So thank you for watching and I see you in the next video. Ciao and tanto love!